Hi everyone, Mike here. In this episode I'm going to be showing you how to make sauerkraut. Eating sauerkraut can be a great addition to your diet for many reasons. One serving of sauerkraut has more beneficial bacteria than an entire bottle of generic store-bought probiotics. It can aid with digestion and the health of your microbiome. The sauerkraut that you might find in the grocery stores have been pasteurized, meaning they've killed off any beneficial bacteria that were once present. And if you can find some in the refrigerator aisle at your health food store, it will come with a hefty price tag. So let's get into the kitchen because it's cheap and easy to make your own. So let's get started. What you'll need: 1 fresh cabbage, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, a large glass or ceramic container, a potato masher, cabbage crusher, wooden mallet, or rolling pin, a large knife, a large bowl. Before you begin, make sure your countertop and utensils have been thoroughly cleaned. Use vinegar to clean your area to ensure a clean finished product. First, you'll want to clean and peel the outer layer of your cabbage. Then proceed to remove the core from your cabbage. Cut your cabbage into 4 to 8 pieces and begin to slice your cabbage as thinly as you can. This will make the fermentation process quicker and make your sauerkraut more tender. Once you've diced your cabbage, place into a large bowl. If you have sensitive skin, you'll want to wear gloves for this next part. Begin to sprinkle the sea salt over your cabbage. Then knead the salt into the cabbage using your hands. Really try to squeeze and massage the cabbage to thoroughly coat it with salt. Press down your cabbage into the bowl, then let sit for an hour or so. The salt will begin to break down and dehydrate your cabbage. Rinse the cabbage shreds to remove the majority of the salt. Next, you'll be adding your cabbage to your glass or ceramic container for fermentation. You can also use multiple jars if you don't have a larger container, but it may increase your risk of contamination. Using whatever you can, begin to mash the cabbage. This may take 10 to 20 minutes in order to break the cabbage and release the water. Keep going until the juice is above the surface of the cabbage. All the cabbage must remain submerged in order to keep it from spoiling. You can use a weighted disc, a ceramic plate, or whatever sterile item you can find that will keep your cabbage down. I usually use a plate for mine, but it's broken, so until I get a new one, I'm going to be using a freezer bag filled with water. Make sure there is no air between your cabbage and your weight, and that there is no cabbage exposed to the air. Tightly cover with a cloth and store in the dark for about 10 days. Make sure your temperature is consistent in order to predict when it will be finished. Begin to taste it after a week, then every few days until you feel it's ready. Depending on your taste, you may like it less or more sour. Write down how many days it takes to ferment, so you have a better idea of how long it will take next time. Once you are finished, you will need to store your sauerkraut in the fridge to slow and stop the fermentation process. I like to store mine in multiple containers to save space. Make sure when you're filling your container that everything is submerged. If it ends up that you do not have enough water, you can make a brine. Use 3 cups of filtered water mixed well with a tablespoon of salt to top off any container that needs it. Seal tightly and store in your refrigerator. Enjoy your homemade sauerkraut on salads or any meal to improve your digestion and to boost your immune system. And to learn more, check out my episode on gut health and my episode on probiotic foods. Please give this episode a like and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more content on how to enhance the health of you and your family. You can follow Jodwin Health on Twitter and Instagram. See you next time.